So last night I watched this movie on Amazon Prime and I thought it was like a pretty fun action movie from the country of India. Because welcome back to the James Ramblin Reviews for yet another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be reviewing for you the 2024 film Marco, which I stumbled across on Amazon Prime. I was like, I did hear about how it made its way into the cinema, but I never actually got around to, actually watching the movie. So I was like, I've seen a few Indian films before, so I just waited till it went on the streaming. It just caught my eye. I saw the trailer, heard some of the music, when at the time when it was coming out or whatever. I heard things about the movie and stuff like that. And so I was like, why don't we watch this film and see how it goes? Because obviously there has been a few Indian movies that I have enjoyed recently, and then there was a movie that was Coolie, which I thought Coolie was all right. It wasn't like an amazing film, but there's been a few of them. I was like, I've enjoyed this, so I've enjoyed Indian films. So I convinced myself, yeah, I'm gonna watch this movie because I just get some entertainment out of this movie. It looks like this crazy, bombastic action flick, and yes, I am wearing sunglasses in this video because this is actually a cool movie that I thought was enjoyable. So let's just rock the cool sunglasses and get on with this review. And so, what this movie is about is it's pretty much like this revenge storyline where there's this family that has this heritage, but then there's this guy called Marco, and something happens to this person. They get killed, and they have to unravel the mystery. There's guys that have to unravel the mystery and get the job done and do everything they can to get what they want. And obviously, you've seen that before in Indian films. It's not like a new thing. It's not like a new thing that has been made with Indian films. It's been inside of other Indian film scripts and things where they've added that into the story to make it all crazy, bombastic, and over the top. And so there is all of that. So the movie is almost 2.5 hours. And so what I will say is that the trailers pretty much just deliver the experience that you want out of this film. Like it literally just opens up with a crazy, music video type of thing where it's got the big theme song happening, and then you get to the moments where there's the action, and you get to the moments where there's the characters who's talking, and it goes really really fast, which I think for a movie like this you have to really just go for it because it's a crazy film. There's no need to mess about. You just have to go straight into the action, straight into the chaos, and straight into the mayhem to deliver that experience that you're actually looking for. And yeah, I definitely get that with this type of film. Like it's just an enjoyable film to sit back, relax, and enjoy with because you're not here to like overthink what's happening because it's all just fictionalized and it's fantasy. So because it's fantasy, you just have a fun time with it. So there definitely is all of that, and I will say as well, like it does have a particular style to it. How it's produced by Sharif Muhammad, which is what it says in the credits. Like it's got this particular person that's went out of their way to create the music, so I do appreciate that. It doesn't have these big dance numbers where there's like 500 people inside of a dance scene or anything like that, but it does use the music as a way to emphasize that this guy needs to get the job done. There is a scene in this movie where this guy, right, the main character that is played by Marco. I think his name was like Uni Mukanamid or something like that. Like I don't really remember how to pronounce it because obviously I don't really speak the language of Hindi that this movie is spoken in. So if I butchered the pronunciation of the main actor, then that's fine. But yeah, pretty much what I was saying was there is a scene in this movie where he is taking out a dog, he's ripping it apart, and then there's like a moment where he's like, you know what, I don't kill dogs, I'm just here to do some cool stuff and take you guys out. Like that is pretty much how I would describe it, like just as an example of kind of like how this movie was entertaining. It just kind of goes for it, where you've got blood and all of that, and then obviously there's quite a few moments in this movie where yeah, it does go for this like kind of gimmick where as soon as these characters start smoking cigarettes and big massive giant cigars, they have these like anti-smoking adverts at the bottom of the screen. And you're like, you know what? They just don't really give a fuck what's going on in Indian movies. They just have a fun time with it. They don't really care what people think. They'll just do what they want. They'll throw all the types of things into the pot, mix it all in one go. And so, yeah, that's definitely what I think about Marco, the 2024 film. It gives you pretty much everything you're looking for. It's pretty much like pretty much Coolie if it was actually done properly, where it's an action movie, it's a slick action movie with a lot of just sharp, quick editing. It gets straight to the point. It doesn't mess about. It doesn't go for any bullshit stuff. It goes for what it's meant to be going for. It knows it's crazy. It knows what it's going for, and it just yeah, I've said what I need to say about this film. It's not like a movie that I need to outright spoil, or if I do, even if I mention things about the plot, you kind of get where it's going, you kind of know what you're after. But yeah, that's it. That's what I would say about Marco. It's just like a simple storyline, a simple review, simple stuff like that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this review and stay tuned for more like it. So yeah, bye, bye, bye.